Huh? Hey, but for 96 people, we're still running pretty good. I know, we're all tired. It's okay. But that's okay, because being tired is a normal thing in life. And if you're not aware of that yet, you're going to. Real talk from Veen. One of these days, you're going to be out of college, working a job, going 8 to 5, and you're going to be like, man, I'm tired. Anyway, we're going to get into this game. I work 8 to 5:30. So, anyway, we're going to get into this Sonic Ditto here on FD for the first game. Can you...
Yeah, I'm going to head out. Yeah, we'll definitely man. I would stick around, but you know.
So yeah, a lot of Dittos I feel like are just a bunch of, you know, rock, paper, scissors. Just depends on what options you choose. I mean, it's literally the Ditto, so everyone has the same options. Hey, will you give me... Can I get the full screen, or is that... Oh, yeah. Nah, that's good. Definitely not the first time that Kai and Ferf have done the Sonic Ditto, so they're very, very aware of what the other person does. Stereotype here in the state has been known that Ferf is the kind of, I guess you could say, quote-unquote, campy Sonic, the one who would time you out. Kai is the more, quote-unquote, aggressive Sonic. You know, he's the one that's going to go in and try to look for the kill. So, we'll see how this goes. Both on FD, though, I mean, it's FD. Every Sonic pretty much loves this stage. No platforms to mess up with their springs. They can just run around to their heart's content. Alright, good read there on the roll. Good spring protects Ferf from the back air. Alright, Kai chooses to shield after that. So that's where I say it's a lot of like rock, paper, scissors. Because, you know, Kai could have jabbed right there and clanked with it, but he chose to shield, and so he was able to beat Ferf's jab with a grab. So, and that back air is going to take the first stock. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. I was getting parked, so I figured you were.
But anyway, so yeah, I was talking about how, you know, Dittos are pretty much rock, paper, scissors.
They are. Some less so than others, depending on... Actually, believe it or not, I'm a little bit out of breath. I ran up the steps.
Take your time. But yeah, I was kind of saying, like, for an example there, you know, the both of them collided with their spring, or with their spin dash, and Ferf decided to jab while Kai decided to shield. So Kai was able to get the shield grab.
Now, it is very rock, paper, scissors, some more than others. Because some characters are just built to counter their own themselves very well. Some are just built to go even.
Right.
You know, so I don't know a whole lot about the Sonic Ditto, admittedly. I don't know what is what, so...
Right, if I had a power drill, I'd be making that sound right now.
One day I am going to get like a drill and it's like...
Yeah. But I was saying, you know, the stereotype in this state is that Ferf is kind of the campy, will time you out Sonic, while Kai is the kind that's aggressive, will get in your face and get the job done kind of thing. But we see Kai playing really patient right here. You know, he's at 152%.
I'd be playing too patient if I was at 152%.
Right, yeah, he's not looking to lose the stock.
But you still see him kind of going in, applying pressure, you know, trying to catch landings, trying to catch movement options there, just like that.
Oh, he breaks out of it.
I'm telling you, Ferf can mash. Ferf and Lucky Win can mash buttons.
That's true.
I've yet to see play too many people who can mash out of grabs faster than they can. So, props to them. About 17 air dodges on the way down.
Well, I mean, you know, Sonic's weakest part is probably his landing, especially after he's used spring. Because, I mean, what else can he do besides that, really?
Down air, laglessly.
He can use neutral air.
Yeah. So, one of the throw, cleaning that up here, Kai with a substantial lead, 93% to nothing, and he's just continually putting on the pressure. I think in the Ditto, I mean, you can kind of see the difference in their, you can easily see the difference in their play styles normally, but it's certainly on display, showcased here in the Ditto.
Is that going to do it?
Nah.
No, not yet.
One more of those and it'll be it.
Oh, he was looking for the super grill kills.
That's one thing I'd really like to see Kai.
I've seen a lot of Sonics do that more now.
Yeah. I'd like to see Kai implement a lot more, character-specific tech. He's just a really heavy neutral player, good punish game player, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he knows his combos, that's for sure.
I hesitate to say basic because that's almost insulting, man. That's not what I mean. It's just he utilizes the basics of the character very, 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 very well.
Right. Okay, there's that forward smash.
There's that hypno smash.
the wine box that pulls you in.
Yep. It's like it would be the reverse of the or something silly. I don't know.
Huh? It's not super late though. It's not super late though. It's 8 o'clock. That's okay. There's 96 people. Anyway, and yeah, we're gonna go to Duck Hunt for the second game.
Now this is gonna be a slog.
This, as encouraging of a commentator as I try to be, might be a long match.
Yeah.
But we know that Sonic players usually like Duck Hunt. I know that Kai has counterpicked there before, and Ferf does. It just gives them a lot of room to run around.
And you see, Ferf is just retreating to one end of the stage.
Are they? So the blast zones on this stage are close to the sides. I figure that's one other thing that Sonics may like the stage for. A lot of them like to use back air.
But not terribly so. It appears that way because of the way the camera is. I think it has the same size as one other stage. I forgot what it is.
Yeah.
It's smaller than what?
The smallest size.
No, Penalty is actually the smallest. Smash Bros. I know, I had that back. Smash Bros. is the smallest, Penalty is close.
I think Smash Bros.
Yeah, a lot of it's just stage positioning.
Either way, there's certain advantages.
Right. Regardless, we know they both like this stage.
And I could very well be wrong. You see Ferf now off to a lead, sort of roles reversed from the previous game, and buckle yourselves in, I guess, because Ferf is going to play this textbook by just...
I mean, he's going to play Sonic the way he's really kind of meant to be, like hit and run.
Yeah. Like I said, he's going to play, this textbook, which I can't blame him. It's textbook for a reason.
Right.
DSR is on for best of 5. So if Ferf wins here, this should be the last Duck Hunt pick we'll see.
Well, unless Kai goes there.
Unless Kai were to counterpick there.
Kai won on FD. And that's not going to kill, surprisingly. You see the up smash, not going to work. So what do you say?
Oh yeah, this is like the sides are more on the narrow end.
Going for the down throw.
And it was at a percentage to where if Ferf got the tech, there wasn't too much Kai could really follow up off of that. But really, Kai is doing an okay job of not taking unnecessary damage. Now, if he can just get a KO here soon on Ferf, like with this...
That's going to do... No, not yet. Just kidding. Yeah, that's the thing. He's just trying not to take any damage that he doesn't need to.
Yeah, because if he manages to get a KO here, even if it's at 190, 200, and a jab kills...
Still.
And Kai only takes 40%, then he's got to consider that a bit of a victory. Considering the amount of time Ferf is really just eaten up.
Right, he is having such a hard time getting that KO right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's another thing to think. We're at 2.5 minutes. Okay, he does get the first stock. He's only at 40%. So we got a lot of time still remaining on that clock.
Now I think Ferf will probably try and press the issue a little bit until Kai gets to about 65-ish, and then he'll probably start backing off again. Like now, I can see him starting to back off. Damn, I'm good.
I mean, you kind of knew it was coming.
Yeah, but let me act like I'm Miss Cleo. Yeah, let me bask in that.
little unsafe.
Yep.
So yeah, Kai looking to.
Kai's
Kai's not going to be able to bring this back as far as damage possibly. He's going to have to go for the kill somehow.
Yeah.
Got 2 minutes left on the clock, just under.
I'm sorry that it's not really a whole lot to commentate except, Ferf is...
We're just kind of waiting to see. I mean, really, that's what's happening is, Ferf's just kind of playing hit and run.
Yeah.
Kai's just looking to
desperately
do
get in and get something
before
going.
the time runs out. It's a minute and a half left. Okay, good. Baits the air dodge, gets forward air. He can still do this. He's at 100. There's only a 50% difference.
Yeah, he's really not out of the game. This is not Ferf's game by any stretch. It's his to lose, certainly. But, that could have been sticky. Is he going to...
The dash attack landed right in front of him, misspaced a little bit.
I think Kai's maybe going to try desperately get on another 10 to 15% and then go for some wacky hypno forward smash.
Yeah, he's trying to bait the forward smash right now. I mean, Kai is at full rage right now.
Yeah.
And that's something to take into consideration.
Like now,
45 seconds left on the clock.
Now I'm getting ready to call Kai's patented dance around, dash dance, pivot forward smash.
There it is.
Wowzers! What a pullout from Kai in the waning seconds of the match.
Told you.
And Ferf is... He's broken. Ferf is frustrated. You can see it in his face. Kai responds with frustrated. I'm frustrated. But, really, as frustrating as that is to have to come back from and get the win, you do have that vindication. Whereas on the other flip side, committing to that timeout strategy, committing to that.
And you can just see that Ferf is just in disbelief right now.
Yeah.
He's laughing it off, but you can see that he's kind of troubled right now.
Yeah. I mean, he's kind of... Well, it's kind of warm in here. He's laughing it off, shrugging it off right now, but in that split-second moment that he lost it, you could see, well, damn. That was the
That's kind of how he looks right now. Like, his head's just hanging. He's just trying to think of what to do right now. He's down. It's 2-0 right now, right?
Yeah.
So it's 2-0. He lost on his counter pick like you had mentioned before, which is always a downer.
A downer, and it gives the counter pick advantage to Kai. He now has, 2 counter pick stages if he needs them.
Right.
And Duck Hunt is out of play completely. No, it's not. I'm sorry, Ferf didn't win on that.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter because he won't get any more counter picks. Like, he has to win the next 3 games.
Yeah, but we're going back to Duck Hunt. So, yeah, if Ferf happens to win... Remember, if Ferf wins on Duck Hunt, it's going to be out of the picture.
Right, they would have to agree to it.
Yeah, and I don't think Kai is going to. Call the hunch.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Anyway, last game we saw about 30 seconds left on the clock.
I'm curious, what Kai is banning. I'm assuming he's probably banning Battlefield because he just does not.
I would probably, either Battlefield or Lilat.
But I don't know. He must really loathe Battlefield.
He hates that stage.
To ban that in lieu of having to endure,
Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
Long matches on Duck Hunt.
Exactly. So
he's definitely shown that he's got the endurance to hang in there.
Yeah, it certainly has the mental fortitude.
Right. Exactly. And that's something that a lot of players, kind of have a problem with.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to the war of attrition, Kai shows that he's able to stay in that for the long haul there.
Right. And it's not just a matter of how long sets can go, but, you got more than one set to play in a tournament.
Yeah.
So
I'm curious to see, if Ferf changes anything up. Oh, but he doesn't need to with that stank of a forward smash.
Charging that forward smash and baiting the spot dodge.
Yep.
Something we see a lot from Kai, so...
Yeah, very, I don't want to say Kai-esque, because baiting a spot dodge into a smash is...
I mean, it's still a Sonic thing.
Yeah. But, so Ferf now has a huge margin of victory.
We're kind of in the same situation as we were last game.
I would say worse. Well, not worse, depending on who you're rooting for. But if
when Kai took first stock in the last game, he was at 40%. He's already at 59.
Yeah.
So already he's going to have a really big deficit to bring back.
Yeah. And shout-outs to Kai just not SDing off the ledge and saying, all right, now you can't go to Duck Hunt anymore. A little bit of gamesmanship. Yeah, now you can't have Duck Hunt.
And no momentum.
Yeah. But Ferf
Oh,
there,
we're gonna
cleaning
finish
it
that
out,
one.
and Kai gives a dismissive wave as if to say, good, we're done with that stage.
Yep. Get the stage out of my face.
Yeah. So, good stuff to Ferf there, making the adjustments to clean that out.
Right, yeah.
Fairly convincingly.
That one only took 2 minutes.
Yeah. As we move to games 3, 4.
Game 4.
Game 4, 2-1. Kai's favor. Kai's going to counterpick the Town and City.
Huh?
I said you said it only took 2 minutes. Right, guys.
All right, so we're going to Town and City for the next game.
I'm curious to see how platforms will come into play, if we're going to see some scooting from platform to platform here.
Going to have to be really
Gonna
careful.
get a forward air chain. Spring's going to break that up.
I believe it's certain percentages, maybe 50 or so. Sonic can get, up throw into, spring to up air on the platforms.
Yeah.
So that's one thing to keep in mind.
And we might see something here.
For really looking for that super girl kills.
Yeah. So Kai is now kind of policing the ground, just not letting Ferf land and really get anything going, any stage positioning, any setting up or anything like that.
All right, chooses not to follow in with the spring. Probably a smart option.
Whiffing the grab, going for the roll behind grab, the Sonic special, or the Smash 4 special, really. To be honest. So we see a much more. Oh, that was cute.
First starting on pretty strong.
Yeah. I was gonna say we saw a much more aggressive match there, but and Ferf actually coming out sort of on top of it there, capitalizing on that missed down tilt to forward smash.
Yeah, he's going to be looking to do whatever percentage he can before he loses his first stock.
Yeah. And he's got a fairly healthy first stock. I don't see him dying for another 60%. Now probably about 50, unless something silly happens.
That could have been dangerous.
Yeah, I was going to say, unless something silly happens. I want to go and play friendlies after this, but I want to end my commentary on a hype set or Kind of that pivot forward tilt there. Oh, run off, forward air. Sonic's going to be able to recover. This guy is going to cover the ledge. Just a hair too early with those precautionary, back airs. Kai on the chase. Ooh, just a hair away from hitting that forward tilt, which would have reset the juggle situation.
Yeah, really looking for that finishing forward smash or something there. But Ferf already has Kai at 76%.
Yeah.
Wasn't able to get the neutral air hit to finish him off.
Kai's looking for that run. Whenever Ferf goes to the corner, he's looking for the run up, cross up, grab into a back throw, and I think Ferf has kind of got that scouted.
Oh,
Sort of pseudo
probably a
ran.
miss input. He had the spot dodge, but no forward smash from Kai anyway.
Oh,
He
again,
breaks
with
out.
that massive. I mean, you can just hear the buttons.
Yeah, you can hear.
Do what? Yeah, those buttons are hurting.
That's Kai at
like
108%. Yep, that's going to do it for the first stock.
So now Kai has massive amounts of ground to make up, and not a lot of time, and not a lot of percentage leeway.
Right.
Can't nickel and dime his way to it and taking trades. So Ferf was looking to clear it off right there. Kai
Already at
wisely
53%.
Yeah. 61 now, basically cut that in half, cut his deficit in half. And again, you see Kylie going for that go and run behind, and Ferf is just spin dashing away. Had he not back air, and it would have been something else that could have been dangerous for Kai.
Falling up there.
Ooh, good spring to get out of that. Oh, a little bit hasty. Going to try and clear the match out.
Yep, that's what it's going to come down to.
Oh, this could do it. Yep.
Okay, so we're in a 2-2 situation.
Yep. Something of interesting to note. You heard me comment several times that Kai was going for the run behind at the ledge. Yeah, run cross up with the run through, and Ferf is spin dashing away. That time, instead of giving it to him or spin dashing away, Ferf just stopped where he was and just straight up called that out.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of little micro adjustments that happen. Kai realized, okay, I've done this a lot and he's gotten away, so I need to change it up. Ferf could have been very well expecting the change up, and that's sort of what we saw there.
Right.
Or it could have just been something silly. Who knows?
Still,
I like to give big players the benefit of the doubt and, you know, say that they're making amazing plays.
Right, yeah. I mean, they've definitely been adapting to each other.
So FD here, not a bad counter pick.
Looks like Ferf must have agreed to go here because Kai did win game one here.
Yeah.
So yeah, game 5.
Pretty close.
I'm not sure if Ferf has ever beaten Kai, so this is an interesting twist.
I think maybe once at a SIA. Maybe.
Maybe.
If it happened.
I know they've gone to game 5 several times,
Yeah.
so this shouldn't be too much of a surprise.
A little bit of a scrum up there at the top near the blast zone. Couldn't really see what was going on, but since they're both Sonics.
We just tell you what we see from the bubble.
Yeah. Coming in with that dash attack. Good job knowing the distance he needs to be at in order to get that to convert.
Clutch neutral D.
Ooh, that
wow.
was cute. That was cute. I like that.
Just throwing out those forward smashes.
Yeah.
Getting a little antsy there. Doesn't want to overextend.
Oh, missed the grab. Oh my goodness.
We're just rolling in synchronization here.
Yep. It is just roll with
rolling.
it. It is just roll with it.
That is true. This totally fits the theme. Ooh, barely gets out of that range.
Oh, jab, jab.
Yeah, you can definitely see some frustration from the players.
Yeah. He was wanting the jab, jab, and then read or punish a possible roll behind from Ferf. Ferf didn't give it to him, sitting in shield. Ooh.
Okay, that's going to take the first stock.
Now Kai, with just under 4 minutes left, has a pretty reasonable lead. I think he's got about another. Well, now he's got about 30% before stuff will start killing that isn't forward smash, unless maybe back here at the ledge.
Kai just calling him out with dash attack.
Yeah, Ferf now getting a little bit antsy for that kill. That's the first up smash I think I've seen all set. So therefore, you know, it being the first time, I don't mind it per se.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to keep us cool, you know.
Yeah. But you can see him starting to overcommit now, going in for grabs, committing to the grabs, panicking a little bit with his air dodges that he wasn't before.
Just needs to keep a cool head.
And you have Kai now just slowly tacking on that percent. I think if Kai manages to get him to about 65, 70 before he loses his stock, this is going to be a heck of a hill for him to climb. Oh, but there we go.
Is that going to kill? Yep.
That
All
Sonic roll at the edge battle.
We got 3 minutes left, 44%.
Which is not that much.
No.
In the grand scheme of things, you know, a couple spin dash follow-ups, really maybe one or two, and there we go. Ooh, had the right idea, just out of range. Now you see Kai getting a little bit antsy. You know, trying to continue to attack on damage and spread that lead. And you see Ferf now having what seems to be content to have gotten that stock is kind of slowing things back down. Now Kai hawking the ground, just patrolling, just policing the ground there.
Racking up whatever. Oh, misinput
there.
And that easily. We're only 10% difference. 2 minutes, almost 2 minutes left on the clock.
It's a tight battle. Game 5. Less than about 2 minutes on the clock. Less than about 30% separates these two players. Oh, crucial screen coming in.
Bad situation.
Kai content to just.
Yeah, he's got to be careful on that ledge. Both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's calling out his landings right now with dash attack.
Ooh. And it would be, to me, it just seems like it would be so hard to figure out where exactly you're at in a Sonic Ditto.
Right, because you're both blue.
Yeah, they're both blue, and so, like, you know, whenever they're both running in the same direction, there's that brief moment of cross-up when it's like, who's going to grab or whatever. I would lose track of who I am, so, you know, props to both of these people for being able to follow their characters in this fast-paced, frenetic exchanges.
Yeah.
Kai scooped up. Ooh, nice. I like that usage of up airs to just kind of do some. Ooh.
No break out of that. He's going to take a forward throw.
This is a tight battle with a minute left.
Yeah, there's 1 minute left. First going to have to go in for the kill. I don't see him building up 27%.
Oh,
and
do it!
Oh, wow.
And Ferf takes it over Kai, 3-2.
Wow. We're frustrated right now, but holy cow, what a set.